Hi peeps, just wanted to go over this lesson about prepping your t-shirt designs for more than one color. So this is going to look a little bit different than CS4 because this is a little more updated version of Photoshop, but not a big deal. We're going to go with this layer, one we've seen him before, and John Lennon, and we're going to go with our levels, of course. So image edit levels, and you're going to do the contrast thing, increase the contrast, increase the brightness, start turning this into the high contrast version of him. So increase your contrast levels, play with your brightness to keep those areas that you want to keep, do that over and over again until such time as you've got it into completely black and completely white. If it still looks like the guy in the end that you want, when it's completely black and white, then you're ready to go to the next step. Now in this particular case, he's got these large dark black lenses. So I took those lenses and this collar of his across here, and I basically selected them and moved them to a new layer. In this case, I moved them to this red layer right here. So we can see that his glasses and his stuff have gone to this new layer. So in this regard, I'm going to make this a two-color silk screen. So I'm going to print the black and then I'll print the red, and this is what it'll look like. In the end, though, you need to really concentrate on little stuff like this. In order to make it simple for the laser to cut, it can't go around all this little fiddly bits, and they won't really do you any good in your piece anyway. So it's better for you to go through and basically decide exactly where it ends in terms of it being a graphic. In this case, you definitely want to use your hardness at 100%, and you can adjust your size of your brush to go in and out and along the edges as necessary. But the idea that is, in the end, you want to make sure that you are dealing with all of these little bits and fiddly pieces here, so that you have decided whether this stuff is in or out of the drawing. Edges like this can't happen because the laser will take way too long to cut along here. You want to have a nice straight line in order to cut along that. So you need to really make the decision, where does this end, and where's the black end, and where does the white begin. So and I can flip between that and the eraser and play back and forth with this and to just clean up those lines. So decisions have to be made in terms of where things are, and where the lines ends and where they begin, just like that. So once I have all of that, I can then proceed to looking at cleaning this up. This is a white area that's all by itself. Remember that you have to connect all of the white areas together so that you don't have anything floating in the middle of a black area, or it'll just fall right out. So the idea here is that any secondary color, and they can actually overlap if you're going to use a different color other than black, some other color might show up on top of it. This could be printed in blue, and then you could put another color on top, but it's better to separate them out so that they don't touch each other. The idea is that any color that I want is on one layer and the other color is on the other layer. It's really that simple. You're going to save your file as a JPEG like this and bring it into Illustrator and outline it, and you're going to be able to save the picture like that and bring it into Illustrator and outline it and turn it into a laser cuttable piece. I'd also like you to add typography onto this project, so you can see that I've added just some typography on the red plate. So that's basically what it would be. The typography can be done here or it can be done in Illustrator. Either or, you still want to make sure that we have a connection with all of our different pieces. I can take this and I can go into my options menu and I can merge it down. So it's no longer type, it's now on the red layer, and then I could go in and make my adjustments so that all of the white areas connect with each other. just like that. Remember, you're always cutting a template. Okay, so in the end, you're going to save this out as a JPEG and then bring it into Illustrator and do the outline by selecting the image, selecting Live Trace, hitting the expand, going to the white arrow, clicking off the object, clicking onto any of the white area, go up to select same fill color, and then delete once so you only have one copy of it. You can save those files as Illustrator files, and I'll find a place for you to hand them in on Tuesday. Thank you.